Everyone, thanks so much for joining me for this video. I'm so glad I managed to find time in this day to do this video because I have been really busy lately. If you're keeping up with me on Twitter, Facebook, and my blog, you know that Tyler and I closed on a house on Monday, so we are going to be moving completely by the end of this month, and it is going to be a big process. We don't have a lot necessarily that we have to do to the house. We're painting a couple rooms, we're making some minor changes, but just getting everything packed up and ready to go, and trying to do that within each of our different work schedules, because Tyler's, a typical kind of working 9 to 5 type thing, and I am on this morning show schedule that's kind of crazy. So where we overlap is where we're trying to kind of work together, and today I'm going to do some painting and different things. But if you're really interested in that kind of thing, I am going to try to keep my blog updated on a daily or every other day type basis, just with some pictures, partly so I can look back and kind of remember how this whole experience went, and also so you can kind of see the transformation happen as well. So that's beautybroadcast.net is my blog, and I'm really pumped because I'm going to have a beauty broadcast room that's going to be completely devoted to doing, videos and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited for how that's going to turn out. So, thank you for caring, I guess, for those of you who left me nice comments and words of congratulations. I think that's really sweet. So, yeah, I will keep you updated, but in terms of getting a lot of videos done like this, it's going to be hard to find a lot of time for that. So just giving you the heads up on that, if I haven't dropped off the face of the earth, I'm still here. So, anyway, for this video, what I wanted to talk about was something I was noticing with several different products I used this morning. And it's kind of like you get into this rhythm sometimes where you're using like 2 products together. Like you use this foundation, and so then you're going to use this powder, and it's like, or 2 different blushes you always wear together, or 2 different eyeshadows, and it's like they don't even necessarily have to come from the same brand. You could be pulling them just kind of randomly, but you're wearing them kind of repeatedly because they work. And so I've noticed myself doing that quite a bit. So I thought I would share with you what mine are, and then maybe in the comments section you can share what your product pairings are here. So the first one I'm going to start out with, and these are all things I've been using recently, and a lot of these I used today. So anyway, first thing is Revlon Photo Ready Foundation in Natural Beige. I've really been using this a whole lot lately. I feel like it feels a little lighter than my typical Revlon Color Stay Foundation or the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour. So it has that little lighter feel. It has a little more luminosity to it, and I know that was sort of somewhat like a criticism that I gave of this foundation when I first reviewed it, but I found a powder that really kind of turns down the shine on my T-zone area, and it makes this foundation super wearable. So I've been using my Clinique Stay Matte Sheer Pressed Powder. It's oil-free. My shade is 02 Stay Neutral, and so the Clinique Classic Green Compact, and so I'll use this powder. I kind of use a powder brush and sort of dust that around on my nose and my forehead and my chin, and that way it's like I'm setting the foundation, but I'm really paying attention to those key areas that tend to get oily, and I'm keeping the rest of the face looking a little more radiant. So yeah, these 2 products are a definite pair that I found myself reaching for a whole lot lately. For blush, 2 blushes that I just can't get enough of. I wear them all the time together. CoverGirl Cheekers in Golden Pink. It's a great contour shade. Works great for me on the news where that's concerned, because I do like to create quite a bit of definition there, so I am, I don't know, it just comes off nicely on camera, I think. So it's, again, CoverGirl Cheekers in Golden Pink. It's kind of a matte, sort of like a rusty kind of, like a warm bronze sort of shade. Works nice for the cheeks. And then on the apples of my cheeks, my ultimate favorite peachy pink. As you can tell here, I've hit pan on both of these. It's the Milani Minerals Blush in Mai Tai, and this is so pigmented. It is not shimmery, but it really makes a pretty peachy pink shade on your cheeks, something that I think really works on a lot of skin tones. So that's a pair that I go to a lot. Another face product thing that I seem to really use a lot together, the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. Lately I've been using Sunlight, which is almost a dupe of NYC Sunny. If you can't get NYC Sunny, but you can get Rimmel or vice versa, they're very similar. This doesn't really have shimmer in it. It's just like kind of a matte bronzing powder, and it's not very dark. So you can use it all over your face and just get a little color, but nothing too crazy and out there. You don't have to really even be too careful about how you apply it. But it seems like when I use this, which I usually put on before my blush, I usually end up using this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I've been asked at times, you can see it's kind of goldeny, a little bit golden, a little kind of a champagne, and I just barely will dot my brush in that, and I use it right up here. And I've been asked, like, you know, are you using a highlighter there, or what is that? So that's this product usually. That or the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips in Waikiki Strip. But that's sort of, I guess, all these products kind of go together. It's like a little foursome of products that I usually reach for a lot, especially for work. I mean, this is a lot of work stuff that I use, but let's do eyes. Eye product I use a lot. I find myself reaching for a lot as a contour shade. Sorry, I'm like sitting here on the floor and my feet are falling asleep. Hate that feeling. This is MAC Carbon, so you know, a go-to matte black shade, and that's great and all. I like using it. I have it on today a little bit in the crease here, but sometimes I just feel like it's too flat and it's not warm enough, and it just needs a little something extra. And one of the prettiest shades to kind of top off with right up in this area, I don't know if it's showing up a whole lot, but it is there just really lightly, is this Glam Couture eyeshadow in Palace. And this is one of their, I think it's one of their bright eyeshadows, and you see a lot of sparkle in the container, but there's not a lot of sparkle that goes on, but nonetheless this is very pigmented as just like a magenta shadow. And so anytime I've got something really, really dark in the crease, like MAC Carbon, I'll take a shade like this and sort of brighten it up there. And even if, you know, I'm wearing blue today, you don't have to match it, but it's like, I just like sort of warming up something so dark. So these are two that I actually use quite a bit on a regular basis. Next, for mascara. I'm surely not the only one out there that will use one kind of mascara and then later on like put another coat on with a different mascara, and it just works really well. Like for some reason, it's like you needed the combination of two to come together to really give you a good look on your lashes. I don't know, but here's the duo I've been using a lot lately. The Grow Luscious by Fabulash Mascara by Revlon. This is supposed to kind of over time thicken and lengthen your lashes. Been using it for a couple weeks now. Can't say I've seen any drastic results. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Like, are my lashes in better condition? I don't know. It's like not like normal hair, you know, it's just your eyelashes. So I don't know. I will tell you. You guys will be the first to know if I do see a change in my eyelashes. But it's still a good mascara. It's got a really big brush, and it really does just on its own, just putting it on, it makes your lashes seem lengthened and thickened. But I find myself very frequently reaching for my Lancome Hypnose mascara when I want that final deep, dark, long, you know, no spidery ends, no weird, you know, stuff going on with the lashes. This Lancome Hypnose is a great final step. So almost with any mascara on the first step, I really like using this at the end, and it seems like it just really sets it off. It's like one of the last things I do before I go on the air for the news is a coat of this, and I just feel like, okay, now I can go. Lastly, I have two pairs of lip products that I use a lot together. One of them is my Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in Ravish. So this is one of my favorite red shades. I talk about some of these products a lot, and I'm sorry if you're getting bored with them, but this may be one of them. And I'll put that all over my lips and fill them in, and this is very creamy. It's very easy to do that. And then I take this gloss. This is a Lancome gloss called Beach Plum, and it's one of the Juicy Tube smoothies. But as you can see, any sort of creamy, you know, sort of reddish plum gloss over the top, it works really well. These two are kind of like the same color, so it's kind of some any gloss that might match this and use them together, it works really nice because this is so creamy and it gives you nice definition too. And you want good definition when you're using a red color like that. Now for kind of a nude duo that I use a lot, something I talked about recently, Revlon, it's the Color Burst Lipstick in Blush. Beautiful neutral, so it's got a little bit of pink, a little bit of neutrally maybe light brown nude sort of all rolled into one. kind of a caramel, hint of light caramel there too, but a gloss that is so beautiful over that. And I think this is the only duo of things that is within the same brand, but it's the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Foiled. Great gloss to have in your makeup kit because this is so light. It's really light, but it gives a great glossy, sort of reflective quality to it. You can see how when it catches the light, it just almost reflects the light, and then otherwise it looks just kind of nude and neutral, and trust me, looks beautiful alongside this lipstick. These two shades look great together. So that's all I've got for now. Those are just a lot of the random things I reach for, and when I reach for this thing, you know, I reach for the other thing too alongside with it. Little product pairings there. So tell me what things you like to use together. I think it'd be interesting to see, and have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.